year rain event. In 1,000 years, we wouldn't expect to have this much rain, and it is providing enormous hardship to the people, not just of Nashville and Davidson County, but of the counties in and around Nashville. I wanted to give a brief report on what we know about that, what Senator Corker and I and Congressman Cooper and the other members of Congress from that region are doing, working together, so that the people of our area can know what to expect. There is a telephone number to call, and I can find it here. I'd like to give it. It's 615-862-8574. That's a telephone number for people in the Nashville, Middle Tennessee area who are concerned about what to do, who have an emergency, who want information about what help may be available to them. 615-862-8574. The Cumberland River and the Harpeth River are the two rivers that are causing most of the problem, and we've been waiting all day for the Cumberland River, which runs through Nashville, down from Clarksville, or on up to Clarksville, to crest. That crest hasn't happened yet, and the latest predictions are that it might happen around 7 o'clock. It may be later. In the meantime, the Corps of Engineers with whom we're working are trying hard to minimize the damage from the lakes that they're responsible for. There are three major lakes in the Middle Tennessee region: Old Hickory, Percy Priest, and Center Hill. These dams, these lakes, hold the water, of course, and if the Corps of Engineers releases water from the overflow of these lakes, that just puts more water into the Cumberland River. That just floods Nashville more. This is the latest report on those three lakes. The Corps is currently not releasing water from Percy Priest Lake, and they've told us that they will not release water from Percy Priest Lake until the river crests. This is important information for people in downtown Nashville. First Avenue, Second Avenue, both have a lot of water. Some of the big buildings, the Pinnacle building has a lot of water. The fact that the Corps is not releasing water from Percy Priest Lake until the river crests is an important piece of information. The water level, on the other hand, at Old Hickory Lake is at historic levels. And the Corps is releasing water from Old Hickory Lake, but only when absolutely necessary to maintain the stability of the Old Hickory Dam. Fortunately, the Corps is not having to release water from the third lake, the Center Hill Lake. It has some room to spare. And this is an example of the Congress and the federal government doing something right, Mr. President, because over the last several years, we've added funds to the appropriations bills, I have and others have, in order to improve the safety of Center Hill Dam, because up until the last couple of years, the water level had to be low because the dam was weak. And if the dam was as weak as it was 2 or 3 years ago, why the Corps of Engineers would have had to be releasing a lot more water from Center Hill Lake into the Cumberland River, causing more flooding in Nashville. Our staff, over the weekend, we've been in touch with Governor Bredesen's office and Mayor Dean's office. They're doing a first-rate job. I've had part of my responsibility is to work with Governor Bredesen over the last several years on disasters as they occur. We've had such as the tornado in Macon County, which is near Nashville, the tornadoes in Jackson County. The governor, and the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, I used to be in charge of that agency when I was governor as well, they have a first-rate operation there, and they've been working hard ever since the rains hit. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has a liaison stationed at the TEMA, the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency office, and they're working well together. What those people are doing is using every available resource in support of state and local efforts to try to rescue people, to make life easier, to get the water plant running again, and to begin to assess what the damage is, which is where the federal government generally can help. As I mentioned, this is just not Nashville that's involved. Macon County, Williamson County, Montgomery County, Cheatham County, all the counties right around Nashville up to Clarksville are involved. My chief of staff from Washington has been on site in Nashville since last night. My state field director has been on site since last night as well, and they're busy dealing with the local officials. I'm prepared to go whenever it would be helpful, but there's no need for me to go and get in the way. There's nothing for me to do. The best thing for me to do right now, along with Senator Corker and Congressman Cooper, is to stay in touch with the governor's office and the mayor's office and be ready to help with the disaster requests when it is made. Now, when the governor makes a disaster request, the procedure is that we then go to work to help persuade the president, and I'm sure he'll act as promptly as he can to approve that disaster request. There are 2 or 3 kinds of help that may be forthcoming. One would be public assistance for debris removal, to replace public buildings that are damaged, water or sewer facilities or infrastructure. For example, one of the major water treatment plants is down, and the mayor has asked Nashvillians to conserve water. That may be an area where federal support will be available to help. Then there's the matter of private assistance. Temporary housing may be available. There may be loans available to businesses that are hurt, and other forms of assistance to individuals and households. This is a major event in our city. The Opryland Hotel, one of the biggest hotels anywhere in America, has had to empty itself, and it has 1,500 residents who are staying in a high school. And it may be several months, we're told, before the Opryland Hotel is able to function again. We hope not, because its tax revenues provide 25% of all the hotel motel tax revenues for the city, and that would come at a difficult time. So my purpose on the floor today, Mr. President, is simply to express my concern to the residents of the city where we live in Nashville, Tennessee, and to all others who might be affected in the Middle Tennessee area, and to let them know that I believe that Governor Bredesen and the mayor are doing a first-rate job in responding to the immediate requests, that the federal and state management agencies are hard at work, that there is a telephone number that individual Tennesseans who have questions can call. It's 615-862-8574, and that after getting themselves and their families in order, the best thing to do is to document your losses, so that when the governor makes his request for disaster assistance and the president approves it, that those losses can be proven and that help can come more quickly. The governor will move as swiftly as he can on this. Our experience is that it's better to be complete than quick, because we want to make sure that when the request comes in, that it involves everybody, that involves all the claims, that they're properly documented. That's been our experience before. So that's my report to the people of Middle Tennessee. I want them to know that I care about it, that I'm on the phone about it, that we have staff members on site, and that I believe that the governor and the mayor and the federal and state emergency agencies are doing all they can, and we can hope for the best as the Cumberland River crests. We hope sooner rather than later. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor. I notice the absence of a quorum.
Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Akaka.